Have you ever stopped to think that that person you see every day doing a seemingly simple job could be making a lot more money than you think? Well, get ready, because what you will discover in the next few minutes will completely change your perception of careers and salaries here in the United States. The truth is that we live in a society where we judge professions by appearance. We see someone driving a truck and we think it must earn little. We observe a person cleaning windows of buildings and automatically underestimate their value. But what if I tell you that these people could be taking home six-figure salaries? Yes, you heard right. 6 figures. Today we are going to reveal 5 professions that you see daily, which seem absolutely normal, ordinary, even banal to some, but which hide salary figures that will make you rethink your entire career. And we are not talking about isolated cases or lucky people. We are talking about real opportunities available right now all over America. The American job market is fascinating. While millions of young people go into debt at expensive universities, chasing traditional degrees, there is a parallel world of practical, essential professions where demand brutally outstrips supply. And you know what that means. Ever-increasing salaries, impressive benefits, and a quality of life that many office executives can only dream of. But before revealing these professions, I want you to do a mental exercise with me. Think about the last time you needed a plumber in an emergency, or when the air conditioner broke down in the middle of summer. Remember the feeling of despair? Remember how much you were willing to pay to solve the problem right away? That's exactly the dynamic that makes these professions so lucrative. The American economy works in a very specific way. The more essential a service is, and the fewer people are available to perform it, the higher the amount charged. It's pure math. It is the law of supply and demand, working in practice, and these 5 professions that we are going to reveal today are exactly in that sweet spot. Very high demand, very little supply. Let's start our count from 5th place with salaries that will already surprise you until we reach the 1st place where the numbers are simply stratospheric. Get ready, because each revelation will be more impressive than the best. Last profession, number 5. Elevator technician. You probably don't even think twice when you get into an elevator, right? Push the button, climb a few floors, go on your life, but someone needs to install, maintain, and repair such complex equipment. And these people earn a lot of money. An elevator technician in the United States earns an average of $55,000 to $70,000 a year when they are starting out. Sounds good, right? But wait a minute, because that's only the beginning of the story. Experienced technicians, especially those who work in large cities like New York, San Francisco, or Chicago, easily exceed $100,000 annually. You must be asking yourself, but why? What makes this profession worth so much? The answer is simple and at the same time fascinating. First, the training is extremely specialized. Not just anyone can understand the complex electrical, mechanical, and hydraulic systems that make an elevator work. Second, the work has a risk component. You are dealing with heavy equipment, high voltage electricity, and work at considerable heights. But the third reason is the most interesting: strong unions. The elevator industry in the United States is highly unionized, which means negotiated wages, excellent benefits, and solid labor protections. Many technicians have full health plans, generous retirement, and even company-provided cars and theirs. More. Most emergency calls happen outside of business hours. Elevator broken at midnight. Someone needs to fix it, and that someone gets paid extra, often double or triple the normal rate. Some technicians report that more than 30% of their income comes from these extraordinary calls. Entry into this career usually happens through apprenticeship programs that last 4 years. During this time, you earn while you learn, without needing a college degree or student debt. Once you graduate, your opportunities are virtually limitless. Commercial, residential buildings, hospitals, shopping malls, everyone needs elevators, and everyone needs someone to take care of them. SUBS, CRIBEN, OWTOTHESALARYUNCOVEREDCHANNLL. If you are enjoying these revelations about salaries that no one comments on, click on the subscribe button and activate the Tinkerbell so as not to miss any video, and share with that friend who needs to know about these opportunities. Continuing our list, we go to a profession that many people think is a thing of the past, but which is actually more alive and profitable than ever. Profession number 4, heavy equipment operator. When you walk past a construction site and see those giant tractors, impressive excavators, or immense cranes, have you ever stopped to think about who is operating these machines? These people are not just driving equipment, they are performing extreme precision work with machines that cost hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of dollars. A novice heavy equipment operator in the United States starts by earning between $45,000 and $58,000 a year. Not bad, agree, but experienced operators, especially those with multiple certifications or who work on specialized projects, such as building skyscrapers, tunnels, or bridges, can easily earn between $80,000 to $120,000 annually. And the numbers get even more interesting when we talk about specialized crane operators. Those who work with larger-sized cranes used in massive infrastructure projects can reach $150,000 a year or more. Some highly specialized operators working on offshore oil projects or on extremely complex construction report earnings of more than $200,000 annually. The beauty of this profession is that it combines technical skill with constant demand. The United States is always building new roads, new buildings, new airports, infrastructure, expansions, and every project needs these specialized operators. The recently passed infrastructure law has pumped billions of dollars into projects across the country, meaning years of guaranteed work for skilled operators. Another interesting aspect is that many of these professionals work on a project basis. You participate in a large construction for 6 months, earn very well, then take time off if you want, and leave for the next project. This flexibility is something executives stuck in offices can only dream of. Certification to operate such equipment does not require a college degree. You can take technical courses that last from a few weeks to a few months, depending on the type of equipment, and many construction companies offer paid training programs where you learn and earn at the same time. But perhaps the most underrated aspect of this profession is technology. Moderna's equipment is incredibly sophisticated, with GPS, computerized control systems, and even remote operation capabilities. You are not just driving a machine. You are managing a complex technological system that requires constant updating of knowledge. Profession number 3, air traffic controller. Now we come to a profession that you may never have considered, but which is absolutely critical to the functioning of Moderna society. Air traffic controllers are the invisible people who ensure that millions of passengers get to their destinations safely every day. Is this profession stressful? Yep. Does it require extreme concentration? Absolutely. But wages reflect exactly these demands. A novice air traffic controller in the United States earns approximately $45,000 to $55,000 in the first year. It seems modest compared to the other professions that we have already mentioned. But be patient. With only a few years of experience, salaries jump dramatically. Mid-level controllers earn between $80,000 to $100,000 annually. And here comes the really interesting part. Experienced controllers working at high-traffic airports like those in New York, Los Angeles, Atlanta, or Chicago routinely earn between $130,000 to $180,000 a year. But it doesn't stop there. With overtime, which is extremely common in this profession due to chronic understaffing, many controllers easily exceed $200,000 annually. There are documented cases of controllers in large air hubs who earned more than $300,000 in a single year, including overtime and benefits. The reason behind these extraordinary salaries is multifaceted. First, the responsibility is immense. One mistake can cost lives. Second, training is rigorous and highly selective. The FAA Academy, Federal Aviation Administration, accepts only a small percentage of applicants, and training is intense, lasting several years. Third, and perhaps most importantly, there is a critical shortage of controllers in the United States. Many professionals are retiring, and there are not enough people to replace them. This creates a situation where demand is very high and supply is very limited, resulting in ever higher wages and ever more attractive benefit packages. The benefits of this career go far beyond salary. Colds receive full federal retirement, often retiring at age 50 with a lifetime pension. They have excellent health insurance, generous vacations, and in many cases, work schedules that allow them to have several consecutive days off. An interesting peculiarity is that controllers do not need a university degree in aviation or a related field. The FAA accepts applicants with different educational backgrounds as long as they pass the rigorous testing and training. This means that this is a gateway to six-figure salaries without necessarily having massive college debt. Leave a comment below. Did you know these professions? Which one surprised you the most so far? Let's exchange ideas about these amazing opportunities. Now let's move on to the two professions that will really make you rethink everything you know about work and money. Get ready, because the numbers get more and more impressive. Profession number 2. Commercial and submarine diver. When most people think of scuba diving, they imagine tropical vacations and coral reefs. But there is a completely different world of professional diving that very few people know about, and that pays absolutely amazing salaries. Commercial and subsea divers work in extremely challenging environments: offshore oil rigs, underwater bridge construction and maintenance, dam inspection, submarine cable installation, underwater welding, and more. And they are adequately compensated for these risks and specialized skills. A novice commercial diver can expect to earn between $50,000 to $70,000 annually. But this is only the starting point. With additional certifications, especially in underwater welding or saturation work, where the diver lives in a pressurized chamber for weeks, wages increase dramatically. Experienced divers working in offshore oil and gas operations regularly earn between $100,000 to $150,000 a year. But here's the crucial detail: many work on rotating contracts. You can work intensively for a month, then take a whole month off. This means that your annual salary is compressed into only 6 months of effective work. Now let's get to the really shocking numbers. Saturation divers who work in deep water, especially in the Gulf of Mexico or on international projects, can earn between $200,000 and $400,000 annually. There are cases of highly specialized divers working on extremely dangerous or technically complex projects who earned more than $500,000 in a single year. Why are these salaries so high? The answer lies in the unique combination of factors. First, the work is genuinely dangerous. You're working under extreme pressure in complete darkness, often with zero visibility, handling heavy equipment, or performing complex welds. The risk of decompression, drowning, or accidents with equipment is real. Second, the skills required are extremely specialized. You need to be a certified diver, have training in specific commercial operations, understand gas physics, master underwater welding techniques or other specialties, and have extraordinary physical and mental endurance. Third, the demand is constant, but the supply is very limited. The offshore oil and gas industry constantly needs divers for maintenance and repair coastal infrastructure. Projects are always happening, but very few people have the courage, skill, and certification to do this work. Training to become a commercial diver usually takes 6 months to 2 years, depending on the desired level of expertise. There are specialized schools in the United States that offer complete programs. Yes, there is an initial investment, but compared to the cost of a 4-year college, it is minimal, and the financial return is exponentially higher and faster. An added advantage is that many commercial divers work as freelancers or contractors, which means they can choose projects, negotiate fees, and have control over their workload in a way that traditional employees simply don't have. Attention. If you're discovering these amazing opportunities for the first time, be sure to subscribe to the Salaryuncovered channel. Every week, we bring you revelations about careers and salaries that will change your perspective on work and money. Click the sign up button now. And now we come to the top of our list. The number 1 profession that seems absolutely ordinary, that you see on American roads every day, but that hides salaries that will make you completely rethink your career. Profession number 1. Expert truck driver. Before you think trucker, wait, we are not talking about any truck driver. We are talking about drivers who specialize in dangerous high security or large cargo, and the numbers will shock you completely. A regular truck driver doing ordinary routes earns from $40,000 to $60,000 a year, respectable, but nothing exceptional. However, when you get into specific specializations, the game completely changes. Truck drivers who transport hazardous materials. Hazmat earns significantly more, usually between $65,000 to $85,000 annually. But let's go deeper into the really profitable specializations. Mining truck drivers, especially those who operate the gigantic trucks in open-pit mines, can earn between $80,000 to $120,000 a year. These are not your ordinary trucks. They are machines the size of houses that require special certifications and exceptional skills. Drivers who specialize in transporting super heavy or super large equipment, those you occasionally see on the road transporting entire houses, wind turbines, or massive industrial components, earn between $100,000 to $150,000 annually. These jobs require meticulous route planning, coordination with authorities, and extraordinary driving skills. But now comes the real shock: truck drivers who work in oil fields, especially in regions such as the Permian Basin in Texas or the Bakken in North Dakota. Transporting equipment and materials for fracking and drilling operations routinely earn between $120,000 to $180,000 a year. And the drivers who really dominate the top of the pay scale are those who make specialist deliveries in extreme conditions. Drivers transporting cargo on Alaska's Dalton Highway, one of the most dangerous roads in the world, can earn more than $200,000 annually. Drivers who specialize in transporting nuclear or high-security materials with federal security clearances also easily achieve higher six-figure salaries. Owner-operator drivers, those who own their own trucks and operate as independent entrepreneurs, especially if they focus on profitable niches such as specialized refrigerated transport or urgent deliveries, can earn between $150,000 to $300,000 annually, with exceptional cases exceeding this amount. Why are these salaries so high? Several reasons converge. First, there is a massive shortage of truck drivers in the United States. The American Trucking Association estimates that there are about 80,000 drivers missing, and this number is expected to increase to more than 160,000 in the next decade. The entire American economy depends on trucks. 80% of everything consumed in the country arrives by truck at some point in the supply chain. Second, the work is demanding: long hours on the road, time away from family, variable weather and road conditions, and the constant responsibility of handling valuable or dangerous cargo. Companies know they need to pay well to attract and retain qualified drivers. Third, regulations are getting stricter, which paradoxically increases wages. New rules on hours of service, electronic logging, and safety standards mean companies need more professional drivers and are willing to pay for it. Fourth, specialization brings substantial salary premiums. Each additional certification you get, hazmat, tanks, doubles, triples, passenger transport, increases your market value. Drivers who accumulate multiple certifications and specialized experience become extremely valuable. Entry into this profession requires obtaining a commercial driver's license, CDL, which usually takes a few weeks to a few months. Many transport companies offer paid training programs where you simultaneously learn and earn. Some even offer signing bonuses of $20,000 or more for new drivers. But here's what makes this profession really special: freedom. Many drivers love the road: independence, the feeling of always being on the move. You're not stuck in a cubicle. You are seeing the country, getting to know different places, being your own boss in many ways, and being paid very well for it. In addition, technology is making work easier and safer. Moderna driver assistance systems, satellite communication, GPS, route planning, and even semi-autonomous trucks are making the job less physically tiring, but maintaining the need for skilled drivers for supervision and operation. An often overlooked aspect is that many skilled drivers work non-traditional hours, which means premium pay, late night, weekend, and holiday deliveries often come with significant salary multipliers. Guys, leave your comment. Which of these 5 professions would you consider pursuing, or do you know someone in one of these areas? Tell us your experience or opinion. Now that we've revealed these 5 shocking professions, let's talk about what they have in common. and why they represent genuine opportunities for anyone willing to think differently about career and financial success. All of these professions share crucial characteristics. First, they are all essential to the functioning of society. These are not jobs that can be easily automated or outsourced. When an elevator breaks down, when a bridge needs underwater inspection, when an urgent cargo needs to cross the country, you need real people with real skills doing real work. Second, they all face shortages of skilled workers. The cultural narrative in the United States has pushed entire generations into college, creating a glut of graduates in certain fields while leaving practical professions desperate for workers. This dynamic has created a golden opportunity for those willing to take a less traditional path. Third, they all offer substantial salary growth based on experience and expertise. You don't get stagnant. The more you learn, the more certifications you get, the more experience you accumulate, the more valuable you become, and the higher your earnings. Fourth, none of these professions require a 4-year college degree. This means that you can start making real money, building real wealth years before your peers who chose university, and without racking up $50,000, $100,000 or more dollars in student debt. Think about that for a moment. While someone spends 4 years and $80,000 in college, you could be working as an elevator technician, earning $60,000 a year, accumulating experience, building your retirement fund. At the end of those 4 years, that person is starting their career with massive debt, while you already have 4 years of experience, growing salary, and no debt at all. Who is really ahead? But let's go beyond the numbers. These professions offer something that many corporate jobs don't: tangible satisfaction. You see the result of your work. The elevator you repaired is working. The bridge you helped inspect is safe. The cargo you delivered has arrived at the destination. That sense of concrete accomplishment is something financial analysts looking at spreadsheets all day often don't experience. There is also the issue of job security. While office workers live in fear of downsizing, automation, or outsourcing, these hands-on professions are incredibly stable. You cannot outsource the repair of an elevator in Manhattan to someone in India. You cannot acclimate a diver welding under an offshore platform. The physical, local, and specialized nature of this work offers security that few modern jobs can match. There is also the flexibility. Many of these professions allow you to work as a freelancer or contractor. This means control over your workload, ability to choose projects, and potential to earn significantly more than as a traditional employee. Imagine being able to work intensively for 6 months, earn $100,000, then travel the world for 3 months. Try to do this as a human resources manager, and let's not forget about portability. These skills are needed throughout the country. If you decide that you do not like living in one place, you can simply move. Elevator technicians are needed in Boston as much as in Houston. Truck drivers work literally in every state. This geographical mobility is a powerful form of freedom. Another crucial aspect is that these professions are uniquely recession-proof. Even during economic crises, elevators break down and need to be repaired. Loads need to be transported. Planes need traffic controllers. Offshore equipment needs maintenance. While companies cut entire marketing or human resources departments, these essential functions continue. But perhaps the most revolutionary aspect is timing. We are in a historical moment where the convergence of factors is creating unprecedented opportunities. Boomers are retiring en masse from these professions. Millennials and Gen Z have been massively targeted for colleges. NVIDIA investment is at an all-time high. The economy desperately needs these workers. It's a perfect storm of opportunity. Now let's talk about the challenges, because it would be dishonest to paint a completely rosy picture. These professions are not for everyone, and there are legitimate reasons why many people do not consider them. First, many involve physical labor. If you have physical limitations or simply prefer sedentary work, some of these options may not be ideal. Operating heavy equipment, diving in icy water, or driving for long hours requires physical endurance. Second, some involve genuine risks. Working at heights as an elevator technician, diving into deep water, or transporting hazardous materials carries risks that office jobs simply don't have. That's why salaries are so high, but you need to be comfortable with this element. Third, some require sacrifice of personal time. Long-distance truck drivers spend weeks away from home. Air traffic controllers work irregular hours, including nights, weekends, and holidays. You need to assess whether you are willing to make these trade-offs. Fourth, there is a cultural aspect. Our society, unfortunately, still carries prejudices against manual or technical work. Some people will look askance when you say you're a truck driver, even if you make $200,000 a year. You need to have enough self-confidence to not care about these superficial perceptions. But here's the fundamental truth. These professions represent real paths to upper middle class and even genuine wealth, without overwhelming student debt and with quick entry into the market. In an era where young graduates struggle to pay rent, even with expensive degrees, these opportunities shine even brighter, and the situation is improving. Companies are becoming more creative with benefits to attract workers, signing bonus of $20,000-$30,000, full paid training programs, modern and comfortable equipment, technology that makes work easier, increasing recognition of the value of these professions. State and federal governments are also paying attention. There are grant programs and scholarships specifically for training in technical professions, tax breaks for companies that train workers, investment in technical schools and apprenticeship programs. Momentum is building. We've reached the end of the video, and now it's time for you to act. If these revelations have opened your eyes to new possibilities, subscribe to the SALARYUNCOVERED channel so as not to miss any analysis on careers and salaries. Leave a like if the content was valuable. Comment on which profession surprised you the most, or if you already work in any of these areas. We would love to hear your experience, and share this video with friends and family who are thinking about their careers. Knowledge is power, and that information can literally change lives. Let us conclude with an important reflection. The successful American model that has been sold to generations, four-year college corporate work, traditional hierarchical ladder, is showing serious cracks. Student debt is at crisis levels. Entry salaries for many professions that require a degree have been stagnant for decades. The cost of living is rising faster than wages in most traditional sectors. Meanwhile, these alternative professions are thriving. Wages are rising consistently. Demand is increasing, opportunities are expanding, and smart people are noticing and acting. Think of elevator technicians who started in their 20s, now at 35 are making $120,000 a year, have their own home, paid car, hefty retirement fund, and zero debt. Meanwhile, his high school classmates who went on to college are still paying off student loans, living in rented apartments, and struggling to save. Think of commercial divers who spend half the year working hard, earning $300,000, and the other half traveling the world, investing in property, or simply enjoying life. Compare this to junior lawyers working 80 hours a week in prestigious offices. Yes, earning well, but no personal life, and still paying off debts of $200,000 from law school. Think of the skilled truck drivers who are their own bosses, choose their routes, negotiate their rates, earn $200,000 annually, and have the freedom that most corporate workers will never experience. The message is not that college is bad or that everyone should become a truck driver. The message is that there are multiple paths to financial success and personal satisfaction, that you should not judge a profession by its external appearance, that practical and specialized skills have immense value in our modern economy. More importantly, the message is that you have choices. You are not bound to a single predetermined path. If you're in high school thinking about the future, seriously consider these options before taking on massive debt. If you're in college and wondering if you're on the right track, know that there are viable alternatives. If you're stuck in a job you hate, earning poorly, know that it's possible to make a dramatic change. The future of work in the United States isn't just about technology, tatos, and remote work. It's also about people doing essential, well-paid work that society will always need. It's about recognizing and valuing technical and practical skills. It's about creating prosperity through multiple paths, not just one. These 5 professions we reveal today: elevator technicians, heavy equipment operators, air traffic controllers, commercial divers, and specialized truck drivers, are just the tip of the iceberg. There are dozens of other similar professions with similar dynamics: skilled welders, industrial electricians, HVAC technicians, commercial helicopter pilots, nuclear power plant operators. The list goes on. What they all share is a combination of specialized skills, constant or growing demand entry, with no college degree required, and salaries that rival or exceed many professions that require expensive college years. In a world where robots and artificial intelligence are threatening to replace many office jobs, these Hansen professions offer something unique: security, derived from the impossibility of complete automation. You can train an AI to analyze data, write code, or even create art, but you can't program a robot to dive under an offshore platform in unpredictable conditions or drive a 100-ton truck through extreme weather conditions with time-sensitive cargo. The human element, judgment, adaptability, physical ability, practical experience remains irreplaceable in these professions, and that's tremendously valuable in our rapidly changing economy. For parents watching this video, talk to your kids about these options. Don't automatically force the traditional college path without considering alternatives. An 18-year-old who becomes an elevator technician could easily be making six figures at 25, while his college-bound colleague is still starting his career at 22 with mountains of debt. For young people watching, don't let societal pressure or outdated expectations determine your future. If any of these professions resonate with you, seriously explore. Search for training programs, chat with people in the area. Do the numbers. You may discover a path to prosperity that you have never considered. For mid-career people seeking change, it's never too late. Many people made successful transitions to these professions in their 30s, 40s, or even 50s. Skills can be learned. The life experience you bring is valuable, and the financial opportunity is real. The American job market is in transformation. Old certainties are crumbling. But in this chaos, incredible opportunities are emerging for those willing to think differently, to value skill over superficial prestige, and to pursue real prosperity over social approval. These 5 professions we explore today are living witnesses that honest work, valuable skills, and serious dedication are still reliable paths to the American dream. Perhaps even better paths than many traditional routes that are proving less and less viable. So as you continue your journey, whether you're a student, a worker, or someone seeking change, keep an open mind. Question assumptions, look beyond appearances, and remember, some of the most financially successful people you pass on the street every day may be wearing work uniforms, not suits, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. In fact, it may be exactly the right way. The future belongs to the adaptable, the willing to continually learn, and the brave enough to take unconventional paths when they make sense. These 5 professions prove that extraordinary opportunity often lurks in unexpected places. All you have to do is look beyond the surface and have the courage to act. Thank you for watching until the end. Do not forget, subscribe to SALARYUNCOVERED. Leave your LIKE comment on your impressions and share this video. Let's together demystify the world of careers and wages in the United States. Until the next video.